How's everybody doing? Fired up, ready to win? Fired up, ready to win? Fired up, ready to win? All right, I am so glad to be in Saline. I tell you, I was telling some friends who were supporters of mine when I was in Congress, it felt like I represented Saline for about 5 minutes. In the scheme of things, it was 2 years, and I miss you and love you very much. And Saline was such a great community, in part because you had a great mayor at that time. It really is an amazing community, and I'm very proud to be here. I miss being your congressman, but the good news, I'm going to be your governor. So I want to say that about Saline right out of the gate, but I'm here to introduce your great state representative and former mayor, but I want to say something about women. I believe in strong, powerful, smart, capable women, and you have that in Gretchen Driskelll. In your next congressperson, Debbie Dingell. Whenever we say that, right, Debbie? But also you have that in your next Debbie's neighbor congresswoman. Sorry about that, Pam.
She actually has
your neighbor congressperson. I was saving Pam you for last. Your next neighbor congressperson.
We're going to work together.
And your next real congressperson, Pam Burns. Sorry about that. It's Washtenaw County thing, but you know.
We're going to do a really good job representing.
John Dingell and I were a team, and Pam Burns and Debbie Dingell are going to be a team.
Right.
Just like that. And I know Gretchen is going to do other introductions, so I don't have to worry about missing anyone, but these three women are very important to me. And you know, I was with another important woman who is going to be another strong, capable, smart woman who's going to be our next lieutenant governor, Lisa Brown.
Yes.
I was with her. And I'm going to say this, men, don't be offended, but I really do believe it's the women that are going to decide this next election.
You bet.
Are you with me? And that gives me great comfort. That gives me great comfort. So I want to say a couple of things. I'm here to introduce Gretchen Driskelll. I'm a true fan of Gretchen. And first, Gretchen, I want to thank you for 2 years ago deciding to run. This was a seat that, Pam, you represented Saline when you were state representative. It had been represented by a great person before. We lost the seat in a very tough year in 2010. That's when I lost my seat in Congress. Christine Green came very close. But for you to step forward and run is important, and I want to thank you for that. And I want to thank you again for running this time. So, Gretchen is always, and she learned this from being a mayor, responsive, accountable, and transparent, and the things that we expect in our public officials. And you know, she has the right values, and she understands what it takes to build a strong economy. It's about educating people and having great schools. It's about healthy, quality communities, like you served as mayor of Saline, and including good infrastructure. And these are the keys to building a strong economy and a strong middle class. And it's certainly in contrast to what you witness in Lansing with Rick Snyder as governor and a very extreme Republican legislature. They got their priorities in the wrong place. I mean, we've seen from the nerd governor trickle-down economics and paid for by cutting education, cutting funding to our communities, raising taxes on retirees and working families and even the working poor, people that we want to give a pay raise to by raising the minimum wage. But Gretchen gets it, and she's in touch. And that's why I support Gretchen, and she has the right values, and really are Michigan values. And candidly, we're a lot like each other. And I want to add Lisa Brown to that mix as well. We know a little bit about winning tough elections. We've beaten out-of-touch Republican incumbents. This is about Gretchen, not about me, but I'm just going to add that I've beaten 2 out-of-touch Republican incumbents, and Rick Snyder's going to be number 3. And the good news when that happens, my message is when we work together, we win together. And to paraphrase, and I have this vision, and I've told this to Gretchen, and you've heard it before, I have this vision of Gretchen Driskelll with a gavel in her hand in the House of Representatives. She's going to know what to do with it. So, but to paraphrase our party chairman, Lon Johnson, who's doing a fabulous job, when Democrats win, good things happen. When Democrats win, good things happen. And when we work together, and we mobilize together, and we vote, Democrats win, and good things happen. So I'm just going to close. Gretchen's going to talk about her values, about people, about communities, about quality schools, about fairness, about respecting everyone. These are our values. But I want to talk about the winning piece and then introduce Gretchen. Michigan is a blue state, and we need to understand that. And the message to all of you to do your work in this House district, when you elect Gretchen Driskelll, re-elect her to the State House as your representative, you will also be electing Pam Burns as your congressperson. You will be electing me as your governor, Lisa Brown as your lieutenant governor, Gary Peters as our next U.S. Senator. And good things will happen for our great state of Michigan. So let's start by showing our appreciation for a champion, a fighter, a leader, an incredible public servant, and your state representative, Gretchen Driskelll.